More questions are being raised as news of another gang member pleading guilty in federal court, admitting to attending gang meetings at a Safe Streets site.
Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost continues her years-long investigation tonight and explains why we've been asking City Hall questions about the hiring practices for Safe Streets workers.
Plea after plea, the public has learned details about Safe Streets.
Transparency for every city program, especially Safe Streets, is critical.
Sometimes more information coming from court documents than city leaders or program operators.
It's not surprising, but it is avoidable.
Tyrell Jeffries, David Warren, two people pleading guilty to federal charges this year, admitting to being involved with the notorious Black Guerrilla Family Gang, or BGF. Using this Safe Streets site as a de facto BGF clubhouse, storing guns and drugs inside, holding BGF meetings where two Safe Streets workers who were also gang members attended, plotting murders and other violent crimes on behalf of the gang dating back to 2014. Jeffries, Warren, and four others indicted in 2022. But it's not just these examples. Ricky Evans pleaded guilty in 2018 to federal charges. Investigators claiming Evans was a high-ranking BGF member. Detailed in his plea agreement, Evans operated a murder-for-hire scheme. At the time of the activity, the McElderry Park Safe Streets site managed by Living Classrooms. The community-based organization no longer operates Safe Streets sites, but did for years. After Fox 45 News uncovered the Safe Streets connection included in David Warren's plea agreement, we sent questions to Living Classrooms asking, was David Warren a Living Classrooms employee? What type of oversight of the location did Living Classrooms provide during that time period? How often would Living Classrooms stop by the site? So far, we're still waiting for answers. During a city council oversight hearing scheduled on the heels of Fox 45 News reporting about the lack of transparency with Safe Streets, the public learned a few more details about the hiring process. The Safe Streets workers are not city employees, which we have been reporting for several months. Rather, employed directly by the organizations themselves running the 10 different locations. Right now, that's Catholic Charities and LifeBridge Health. Stephanie Mavronis, director of the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, or MONSE, says applicants are screened through background checks. The Baltimore Police Department also does a screening. Anyone with an open criminal case not recommended to move forward. While Safe Streets workers typically have a criminal rap sheet, some crimes prevent them from getting hired. Sex crimes, arson, or child abuse prohibit people from moving forward in the hiring process. Notably absent from that prohibition list, homicide and attempted homicide. In the fall of 2023, after the FBI executed a search warrant at the Bel Air Edison Safe Streets site, LifeBridge Health telling Fox 45 News, any employee facing criminal charges will be put on leave without pay and may be terminated from employment pending adjudication. And once employed, LifeBridge performs regular monthly background checks.
The mayor won't have to answer these questions if there's transparency at the very beginning of the hiring process.
David Williams, president of the Taxpayers Protection Alliance, argues taxpayers deserve to know who is being hired as a Safe Streets worker, and it's up to the mayor and other leaders to meet those demands.
And when you're looking at Safe Streets, a program that has been under the microscope for a number of years, it's critical that Safe Streets, that they take this initiative.
While LifeBridge Health and Catholic Charities run the day-to-day operations of the program, Mayor Brandon Scott could use his position as leader to call on the organizations to be more transparent about the employees.
This is not an expensive process to have transparency in the hiring process.
When millions of dollars are going towards this program, it starts to beg the question, what's the price for more transparency? In the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.